Alright, so what's going on, people? I got a couple videos to finally do now that I'm starting to get kind of a life set up again. So I'm moving into my apartment and all that stuff, so it's going to be a little bit before everything is where I want it to be as far as like furniture and all that stuff. But to make these doesn't take a whole lot. It just takes some stuff to open this, what do you call it, this ring light thing. The phone, of course, because that's where the videos actually get recorded, you know, a couple things. But anyway, so all that other stuff will happen later. There's also nothing going on the walls right now, which is kind of a weird sort of thing in a way, because for so long I got used to looking into the camera and seeing stuff behind me, and now I don't. So that's kind of why I'm recording these videos actually first. So they won't be uploaded first, but you know, it is what it is. I just need to get some stuff out because I ordered stuff that I can hang. Order stuff that I can hang, right? So I'll get that up there, then I'll have those other videos put up, and you're like, oh, hey, look, those are the things that he's had in the previous videos, right? So here's the thing. Black Friday was some time ago, a good while ago, now that I really kind of do some math, right? But I ordered a bunch of stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees, and the way they do their shirts is that they make them when you order them. They're not just like ready to go. So since they had a huge amount of sales, I don't remember what the exact numbers were or anything, but they basically shut down the store actually for a couple days or something so that they could catch up on creating all the shirts that they needed to make. Anyways, eventually the stuff that I ordered was sent out, and now I'm going to open that up. So we're going to go through the shirts first. That's right here. Got these scissors, of course, because I might need these to get into this here. Actually do it? Maybe not. I can cut a little cut there. Nope. It'll be easier this way. Alright, so there's that. We're going to keep that between us. Should not have dropped those scissors. Anyways, so, man, this is a pretty large bag, right? You know, see, they usually call 1 hour tees. 1 hour tees. Is that... And if you happen to live in Chicago, maybe you've seen their signs. So let's go ahead and get on into this. This might take just a minute. So, bam, first up, Pro Wrestling Tees shirt, standard logo shirt. I buy so many things from them that talk about like everybody else from like Jake the Snake to Bret Hart. So I figured I should at least get something from them at some point. So that is the kind of spray paint logo thing, which is good because another reason I need to get this video done is because they're having a sale right now that ends tomorrow morning. Well, it ends tomorrow at noon. And I need to see what all I bought so that I don't buy it again. Because I bought a lot of crap. I think this order came out to like $280 or something. Something ridiculous. Anyway, so another t-shirt, right? Michael Nakazawa. And this one, you know, has the sleeve logo too, because it's not a tank top. Usually I do get the tank tops, but not every time. Not every time. Okay, this is I do remember this one. This one is, so if you were watching WWF during the Attitude Era, maybe you remember the Brawl for All. I'm sure some of you do. If Jeezy's watching this, he'll remember it for sure. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I need that shirt. It didn't go at all how people expected it to go. I think a lot of people had their money on Dr. Death, Steve Williams, but then somebody else, Bart Gunn? I think Bart Gunn won it, and nobody saw that coming, and they were like, oh, well, now the guy that's supposed to look super amazing and deadly is looking very weak and sad, so what do we do? Also, a lot of people got injured from what I understand. Not well thought out, but, you know, it's something to talk about. Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm pretty sure like everybody knows him. I mean, even if you're not really like a wrestling guy or girl, that's just a name that, it's one of those names like Hogan and Ultimate Warrior where people just know it. Very colorful character, like in all kinds of ways. It might be a part of the reason I really liked him, because I do like the colors myself. So, there's that. Moving right along. Got this here, the Do Ya shirt, right? So if you follow the Being the Elite show, which is kind of the whole thing about a lot of the AEW guys, You know what that comes from. It's got something to do with Frankie Kazarian and a little run-in he had with Bob Holly, right? I'm not gonna get all into it, but it's pretty funny, and I actually, for some reason, that comes to mind. That phrase happens to come to mind a lot when people are like saying stuff, and I think that, but now I have this shirt that says it, so I don't have to. Okay, what is this? This is another Macho Man shirt. This one is pink though, instead of orange, as you can see. So, Macho Man Randy Savage. Every once in a while, I do get a little indecisive, and I'm not quite sure what I want from these people. In times like that, if they got something in multiple colors, it's like, you know what? I'll get one tee, one tank, call it a day, right? For now. Oh, pulled out two, only need one. Okay, this. Remember this one? So that right there, I can't remember his actual whole name or whatever. It's something Hamoru. Anyways, when I started getting into New Japan last year, one of the first matches that I watched, dude was, having a match, was pretty awesome, and then he got severely injured. It looked bad when it happened, but like he was still kind of moving, so you're like, maybe it just looks bad. No, it was very bad. His neck was broken as a whole thing. He was out for like forever, basically. Actually, no, that was 2018, excuse me. Yeah, and so I happened to be at Power Struggle 2019 in Osaka, Japan, and he made his big return there, came out did this whole back and forth with Will Ospreay and all that. And actually, I don't know if he's fighting at Wrestle Kingdom against Will Ospreay, which would have either been this morning or will be tomorrow morning. I don't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday for them. But yeah, so if you happen to have a New Japan account like I do, go ahead and watch that, because I'm sure it's amazing. This, Chris Jericho, right? So it's a goat, from some episode of Dynamite. And they, kind of dressed up like Jericho. But yeah, Chris Jericho, because he is the GOAT, right? And it's one of those things where they made a joke of it and then they made a shirt of it, because why not capitalize on that, right? Okay, moving right along. The Go to Sleep Club, right? So this is a Kenta Bullet Club shirt. Some of you may remember Kenta as Hideo Itami during his little NXT run. And I say NXT run using that term very loosely, because when he was in NXT, he was mostly not there, right? I think he even talked about it on his little Twitter account that he had like 10 matches in 2 years or something ridiculous. And now he's back in Japan doing big things. But anyway, so yes, the Go to Sleep Club, because he uses the same finishing move that CM Punk used, the whole go to sleep thing. So that's where that comes from. I'm not sure, I assume that Kenta started it, but I really don't know off the top of my head. Anyway, so right here, a Randy Orton shirt, straight out of nowhere. If you're familiar with the RKO and how that works, then this shirt needs no explanation. I'm also giving no explanation because I feel like it doesn't need to have it. All right, what is going on here? This is a Lucha Brothers shirt. Lucha Bros, whatever you want to say. So I kind of like this one. It's a little colorful. It's got this whole Day of the Dead sort of thing going on. So not my favorite shirt of all that I have, but I wanted a shirt from them because, I like what they're doing and I try to support things that I like, right? But kind of like you and how you're watching this video, because you support what I'm doing, which I do appreciate, don't get me wrong. Anywho, moving on. It's an LIJ shirt, so if you're familiar with Naito and those guys, Los Ingobernables de Japan. Probably said that all wrong as far as pronunciations go, because my accent is mostly based off of a person that grew up in Iowa, so I speak a certain way. Anyway, so yes, I kind of like this shirt because it's got some Mexican stuff kind of going on there, because that's where this came from originally when Naito went to Mexico. It's got this, the American color, so there's that. But it's a New Japan shirt, so it's kind of like multicultural, multinational, international, whatever word makes sense. It's that. Now, let's see. Okay, so that concludes the shirts that were in here. And then this What is that? I don't know why they do this so weird. Yeah, this is basically like the multiple pages of shirts that I ordered. So yeah, $289, but it was like 25% off or something like that. So it would have been like $3, whatever. Not the greatest with math. And it came with a picture, a signed picture. So this is, I think it was Kylie Ray, I think that was her. She was an AEW person, and then something happened and she decided that she was going to just do other stuff. I mean, she's still wrestling, but I guess not for them anymore. I don't know what the deal was. And now, let's see, where's that? Scissors. So, do I need these actually? This is a poster thing, right? Because like I said, I bought some stuff to hang up. So let's go ahead and get on into this, shall we? Put these scissors down a little more gracefully than the last time so we don't end up with any crazy holes in the carpet or something like that. Pull that off of there, pull that out. There's all kinds of crap in here. All right. So, all right. What is that? More stuff. So here we go. This is a Full Gear poster, right? So this was one of their most recent pay-per-views. It was their most recent pay-per-view. If you're, depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this like as it's being made, not as it's being made, but right when it's being uploaded and all that stuff, their most recent. If you're watching it sometime after February, their most recent will have been Revolution, I think. So there's that. Got a little poster for it, because why not? And then there is also this one, right? The All Out poster. So try to pull that out, get you guys a good look at it. I might have to pull that other one up. So anyways, this poster right here, All Out, was actually the first pay-per-view that I've ordered since SummerSlam 2002, and that was sometime last summer. Give you another look at this if I didn't pull it up very well. I don't think I did. But yeah, so the All Out pay-per-view was the first pay-per-view that I ordered since SummerSlam 2002. So that's a good 16-year break in there if you want to do the math. But yeah, and that one, I only bought it because it was Shawn Michaels making his big return. He was fighting Triple H in some kind of like no holds barred or street fight or no DQ. They use the same term to describe, or they use different terms to describe like the same style of match sometimes, which I don't quite get. But anyways, so yeah, I ordered that many moons ago, and AEW finally gave me a reason to start ordering ordering pay-per-views again. I do order shoes also, but not because of them. All right, so that concludes that. And I don't think I have anything else to say. Now that I have that open, I can go ahead and get one of those up right about here. Because eventually there's also going to be a TV right here, because this is my bedroom, or will be my bedroom once I have a bed in here. Anyways, that's it for me, people. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. It's really nice to be back in front of this camera again. So it's been a long time. Well, yeah, so that's it for me. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And watch my other videos if you have some time. If you don't have some time, make some time, because they're totally worth it.